Welcome to Life Science Lovers. Today we are going to discuss about cells and general account of cells. Being biologist, everyone knows what is cells. It is the smallest living part of an animal or plant. All cells share fundamental properties that have been conserved throughout evolution. Like all cells employ DNA as their material, are surrounded by plasma membrane and use the same basic mechanism for energy metabolisms. And present day cells have evolved a variety of different lifestyles. Many organisms such as bacteria, amoeba and yeast consist of single cells that are capable of independent self-replication. In today's lecture, we will focus on history of a cell and what are the types and size of cell. The first compound microscope was built by Robert Hooke. In most of the competitive exams, they ask scientist name and their contribution. So you must be note this. Robert Hooke, who used the term cells in 1665 to describe the hollow spaces bound by cork in thin slice of cork. Thin slice of cork means it's a dead plant cells. This is the oak tree cork piece. In left, in right it is microscopic view. Okay, you can see in this picture. And this is also example of one of it. In 1838, German worker M.J. Sheldon discovered that all tissue of plants are made up of cells. In another German worker T.S. Swan arrived at the same conclusion for animals. This concept was then applied to all living organisms. Evolution of cells. Present day cells evolved from common prokaryotic ancestors which diverge along three lines of descent, giving rise to archaebacteria, eubacteria and eukaryotes. So this is some picture. Okay, here you can see how one cell is evaluation. Okay, in cyanobacteria, other eubacteria, plants, animals, fungi, protists and archaebacteria. This topic we will discuss deeply in next lectures, which is very important in our competitive examinations. Then shape. Variable and constantly changing or fixed. Means constantly changing means what? Like amoeba and leukocytes. Cell may be, first one is like a flattened. Okay, and its examples are squamous, epithelium, endothelium and upper layer of epidermis. Here you can see one picture of a squamous epithelium which is present on lungs, alveolar sacs. And some points are like structures. First one we have to discuss what is structures. It is a single layer of a flattened cell with a thin broad nuclei. Function is to thin cell allow material to rapidly pass through, used for a diffusion or filtration capillaries. Okay, so lungs is used for diffusion and capillaries are used for filtration. And its locations is a lungs alveoli, it means air sac where oxygen and carbon dioxide diffuse. And second location is a wall of capillaries, blood vessels and where filtration occurs. The next point is cuboidal. And examples are like thyroid gland follicles, and this is some picture of it. Okay, and some points to notice here. The centrally located spherical cellular nuclei help to identify the type of epithelium. The glandular lumen is filled with a protein, means a colloid, which is a precursor of the thyroid hormone T3 and T4. Then columnar, and its examples are like a cell lining the intestine, and this is the picture of cells. So here you can see it's our intestine and this is our microscopic view of our intestine. Then next point is to discoidal shape. So here examples are erythrocytes. And these are some types for erythrocytes, and some points like erythrocytes and RBCs are the most profuse cells in human body. These were extensively studied for their potential application as a carrier system for the drug delivery. Then sphericals. Spherical means what? It's a egg of many animals. Okay, so this is a spherical shape, okay, and this is a mostly in egg of any animal cells. Then spindle shaped. Here comes example like smooth muscles fibers, and this is smooth muscles. So you can see here it's a smooth muscle fibers and there is a present of a nucleus. And some points for a smooth muscles is it is a myocytes. Individual cells are organized in shell. In hollow organs form layers. Contraction is usually slow. Smooth muscles like this striation of skeleton and cardiac muscles because the actin and myosin filaments are not regularly arrayed along the length of the cell. Striation means what here? इन हिंदी वी कैन सी इट्स अ सीमा, ओके। तो कोई भी अगर सेल है उसको हमने एक्टिन और मायोसिन फिलामेंट से हमने उसको बांध के रखा है, ओके। इसलिए उसकी जो लिमिट है वो उससे ज़्यादा उसकी शेप जो है वो बढ़ नहीं पाएगी, इसलिए उसको बोला जाता है लैक ऑफ स्ट्रिएशन ऑफ स्केलेटन एंड कार्डिक मसल्स। देन इलोंगेटेड शेप, इट्स एग्जाम्पल इज नर्व सेल and this is the picture of it, okay. As we know, it is also known as neuron and these are the active component of a nervous system. They communicate each other through electric signals. We called it nerve impulse. These are the electrically excitable cells. Then next shape is branched. It's a example like a pigment of cells of the skin, means melanocytes. Melanocytes means what? It's a melanin producing neural crest derived cells located in bottom layer, the stratum basals of the skin epidermis and the middle of the layer of eye and the inner ear, vaginal epithelium, meninges, bones and heart. Then melanin is the dark pigment primarily responsible for skin color and this is the picture of a melanin. Then we have to go for size of the cells. The size of cell is vary from small size 0.2 to 5 micron to the very large egg of the ostrich. Next point is some nerve cells have axons as much as meter in length. Factors governing the size of the cells are the ratio between volume of nucleus and cytoplasm, means it's a nucleocytoplasmic ratio. Then the ratio of cells surface to volume and the rate of metabolism. These are some factors and these are some types which we discuss in today's class. In next class we will going to discuss about what is protoplasma and what are the types comes under cells, okay. So this is for today. Thank you.